Alright, so I was gonna make a vlog today. Yeah, I want to, but we did a lot today, but we didn't do a whole lot today. We had 3 services, did some baptisms, and some other things. And I'll put that in with tomorrow's video. It's just on my heart to make a video like I normally make. And I want to talk about what my brother calls the hiddenness of God. My brother, his name is Rod Brewer, and I stayed with him the 50 days I was in Dallas this year, and awesome man of God. And the first night I got there, I told him, I was like, man, I'm in this weird season where, like, for me, like, when I was a kid, before I even knew what church was, like, I've been a dreamer, I've seen things, all these things have been in my life, and then I walk into the season where all that's taken from me. And I still have a prophecy, I prophesy over other people, but for myself, there's really no, like, understanding for my life. And the first day I told him that, and this is what he told me. And he calls it the hiddenness of God, where God takes all that stuff from you, and what he's asking you to do is give up your right to understand and know what's going on, and simply trust him. And it's been a unique time because there's this thing of trusting in the Lord more, like Proverbs 3:5 says, right? Like Proverbs 3:5 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding, and he will acknowledge him in all your ways and he'll make your pathway straight. And this is what the Lord has put on my heart, that our gifts and talents can become idols no differently than anger, lust, anything else, right? In the Bible, Paul talks about all the things that are out there. But what God revealed to me is that everything has the ability to become an idol. And one thing that I'll be honest with, like, my walk started very personally with the Lord. Literally, me and my boy Brandon, if you go back to my first videos, talking like me and him reading our Bible in the house and seeking the Lord and coming to know God by simply reading his word and what he revealed to us, and then coming into community, which I believe there's a good thing about community, but I also think you need that personal identity inside of community. But all the talk about mantles, gifts, talents, all these other things had taken my mind off of just seeking Christ. This is just me. This is just me talking. And there's no accusation against any person, any church, anything like that. Like, I'm the only one responsible for my walk. And no matter good or bad, something can become an idol. And I say that to say, like, there was a time in my life where anger was like a safety blanket. Like, if I ever got too scared or anything like that, I could revert back to anger and everything would be okay. And the Lord revealed that to me. He's taken that from me. But our gifts are no different. They're not God. They are gifts from God. And like with all gifts, they're supposed to help us honor the one who's given given the gifts to us, and the gifts are given to us to be given away. And so if you find yourself in this season when God stops speaking to you, I believe that's part of the hiddenness of God. It is just simply trusting in God and giving up our right to know exactly what's going on, in the sense of, let's use Moses as an example of God saying, raise your staff and or put your staff in the water and the water turn to blood, or raise your staff over the water. I forget exactly how it goes, but in all these things, like, it comes to this place where God is like, no, I'm taking you to another level, and I need you to get with me on a different level. And I believe that's where a lot of people are. Maybe not a lot of people, but I know for myself I'm there, and the Lord kind of prompted me to make this video. Be back to the regular vlogs tomorrow. Some awesome stuff happened today. I'll share that tomorrow. But as for right now, like, if you're in that place of absolutely not understanding or feeling like the Lord's forgotten you, or like the Lord's giving you promises, but like you want to call him and be like, here's my address, here's my phone number, here's my email, here's my Facebook, whatever, here's my Snapchat, my Instagram, like, I feel like you've forgotten me. It may be God just hiding you. And know that, like, my friend asked me, why is he hiding me? And I said, well, I don't know. She has children. I told her, why do you hide your children? Like, think of any reason why you might hide your child from something, and that's probably exactly why the Lord is hiding you. So be okay with that. Be okay that the Lord hasn't forgotten you. Like, we need to come to this place of not questioning the Lord, of being okay with the fact that He's sovereign, like good or bad. Like it says in Lamentations, or I think it's Lamentations, it says that God creates good and evil. We need to become okay with that, with what God does in our life is okay. If something brings you to your knees and makes you pray more, it's a blessing. And I find that sitting down in front of the TV watching Netflix, being comfortable, doesn't really drive me to pray. So even though it seems like a blessing, is it really a blessing? Probably not. And that's just me in my personal life. I actually find that trials and tribulations actually drive me to more prayer. The hard times in my life drive me to more prayer. And so it's just a different perspective. So I just pray that the Lord would give you a new understanding of wherever it is that you're at with Him. You may not be in that season, and that's perfectly fine. Maybe you know somebody that needs to see this video, send it to them, I don't know. But like I said, the Lord has put this on my heart to make, so yeah, that's it. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.